Hello everyone, this is Kasturi Varsha. So I'm presenting a video on 4 W's on Champaran Satyagraha. So what are these 4 W's? These 4 W's depict why, when, what and where about a certain topic. So the topic for today's discussion is Champaran Satyagraha. This video is presented by me, Kasturi Varsha. So let's begin our discussion. So what is Champaran Satyagraha? The first question, the first W. So it was the first Satyagraha movement led by Mahatma Gandhi in India. Historically, it is important revolt in the Indian national movement, and it was against the European planters by the farmers who were protesting against having to grow indigo with barely any payment for it. It was a unique method, that is, Satyagraha was a unique method based on truth and non-violence. After his return from South Africa, Mahatma Gandhi tested his new weapon of Satyagraha on Indian soil by this movement. So the next W is when. So it started in April 1917 after Gandhi reached Muzaffarpur, analyzed the situation of Champaran by meeting the members of Planters Association. After that, he finally reached Motihari, and there he was denied from entering the the village by magistrate's order. That is, the magistrate has ordered that he should not be entering into the conflict and he should stay away from this issue. But gradually he figured it out and also entered the Champaran area. Next, where did it happen? The third W. So this Champaran Satyagraha took place in the Champaran district of Bihar in India during the British colonial period. Now, why this happened? This Champaran Satyagraha, why did this happen? So, there was plantation system in indigo plantation system was there. Two types of plantation system was there, Zerait and Asamiwar. Zerait and Asamiwar. So Asamiwar. So this was indigo plantation system during the British rule. So among the two, under this Asamiwar system, the tenants had to grow indigo on 3/28th part of their land. So in the Asamiwar system, the factory chief had the indigo land cultivated by the tenants. The most prevalent method under this system was Teen Kathia system. So this was one of the 3 systems prevalent under this Asamiwar system of indigo plantation. Now, under this, a tenant had to cultivate indigo on 3 kattha per bigha. Bigha is a unit of measurement of land in North India. So there a tenant had to cultivate 3/28 of the land of his holdings during a long period. So he had to plant and cultivate indigo on that particular piece of land. So when towards the end of 19th century, German synthetic dyes replaced indigo, the European planters demanded high rents because they knew that German synthetic dyes had replaced indigo, and they have already asked the tenants to grow indigo on a large part of land. So they demanded illegal high rents. First they provoked them, they pressurized them to grow indigo on that patch of land, and now they were pressurizing them again and demanding high rents and illegal dues from the peasants in order to maximize their profit before the peasants could shift to other crops, because they weren't able to get the income because of growing indigo, and also indigo decreases the fertility of the soil. So that was the reason it was not so popular among the peasants. Now, besides, the peasants were forced to sell the produce at the fixed price. Also, they were forced to produce it on a certain piece of land. So both these things were happening, and peasants were very unhappy. They were resented, they were feeling cheated, as they were asked to pay heavy rent, and also they were pressurized to grow indigo. So Gandhi was requested by Rajkumar Shukla. He was a local man. Gandhi came to Bihar to look into the problems of indigo planters. Now, Rajkumar Shukla had met Gandhiji in the Lucknow session of Congress in December 1916 and placed the grievances of indigo growers in front of him. Now, Mahatma Gandhi visited Champaran accompanied by Rajendra Prasad, Mazharul Haq, J.B. Kripalani, Mahadev Desai, Narhari Parikh to look into the matter. Then, after that, the government appointed a commission of inquiry, and finally, as a compromise, the planters had to give 25% money taken as compensation to the peasants. Now, Champaran Agrarian Act was finally passed on May 1, 1918, putting an end to the sufferings of the indigo planters. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.